My boss asked me to fire the worst performer on my team. I ran the numbers and the worst performer was me. I manage 8 engineers. They are, without exaggeration, the best team I've ever built. 2 seniors who carry revenue like load-bearing walls, 3 mid-levels who ship clean code faster than most seniors I've worked with, 3 juniors who cost the company very little and produce an astonishing amount of output for their experience level. I built this team over 4 years. I hired every one of them, I trained them, I protected them from bad meetings and pointless initiatives. I fought for their raises, I made sure they had what they needed to do their best work without interference. Then last month, my director called me into his office and told me to cut the bottom 10% based on ROI. Revenue generated divided by salary cost. Simple math, cold math, one person had to go. I spent the weekend in Excel. I pulled every metric I could, code commits, tickets closed, revenue attributed, client retention by project, cost of salary plus benefits plus overhead. I built a formula that reduced every person on my team to a single number. Value generated divided by total cost. The juniors scored highest, low salary, high output. Mateo, my best junior, had an ROI of 4.7 times. Priya, a mid-level, was at 3.9 times. The seniors were lower in ratio, but carried the most critical accounts, irreplaceable in ways the spreadsheet couldn't fully capture. Then I did something my director didn't ask me to do. I added my own name to the sheet. My salary is $142,000. My direct output, code shipped, tickets closed, revenue attributed to my individual work is 0. I don't write code, I don't close tickets, I don't bill clients. My job title is engineering manager. My job function is coordination, meetings, one-on-ones, sprint planning, roadmap alignment, conflict resolution. My ROI score was 0.0x. I stared at it for a long time. Then I looked at the team's performance over the last 6 months. Ship rates were up. Client satisfaction was at an all-time high. Bug reports were down 40%. And the thing that hit me hardest, they hadn't needed me to intervene on a single escalation in 11 weeks. I hadn't noticed because everything was running smoothly. But the reason everything was running smoothly was that I trained them to run without me. The systems I built, the documentation, the review processes, the team rituals, the hiring decisions, all of it was working autonomously without my daily involvement. I wasn't the captain of this ship. I was the anchor on the budget. Monday morning, I walked into my director's office with a spreadsheet. I ran the numbers. I said, "Don't fire Mateo. Don't fire Priya. Fire me." He laughed. The kind of laugh that means, "That's absurd. Please be serious." I was serious. If the mandate is efficiency, value generated versus cost, I am the least efficient person on this team. My salary is the highest. My direct output is 0. Promote Mateo to team lead. He's ready. He's been ready for 6 months. You save $80,000 a year in salary difference and you lose exactly 0 lines of code. He stopped laughing. "You're asking me to fire you. I'm asking you to follow the data. You told me to cut the bottom 10%. I'm the bottom 10%. If I exclude myself from the analysis just because I'm the one holding the spreadsheet, then the entire exercise is performative. The math doesn't care about my title." He leaned back. He looked at the spreadsheet. He looked at my ROI score. He looked at the team's performance metrics. "You built a team that doesn't need you," he said, "and your response is to fire yourself. My response is to acknowledge that a good manager's job is to become unnecessary. I did that. If the reward for success is that someone else gets fired to protect my salary, then the system is broken, and I'd rather be honest about it than complicit in it." He was quiet for a long time. He didn't fire me. He promoted me. "If you can build a team that runs itself in 4 years," he said, "then I don't need you managing 8 engineers. I need you fixing the 4 departments that can't function without their managers in the room. That's a much bigger problem, and you're the only person who's proven they can solve it." My new title is Director of Operational Autonomy. It didn't exist before. They created it that afternoon. My first project is the marketing department. Their manager has been essential for 11 years. The team can't send an email without approval. It's going to take a while. Mateo is the new team lead. He's doing better than I did in my first year. I told him that. He said, "You trained me." I said, "That's the point."